check out my sweet new ride. Isn't it awesome?
Oh yeah, it's really cool.
Kina, come over here.
Hey, wait, don't leave. Wait, what? What was that? Wait, no!
Hello? Anyone over here? Oh, hey. Sweet ride.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Recap Review. Today we're going to be taking a look at set number 8995, Thornatus V9. The set contains approximately 438 pieces, was released in the summer of 2009, and during time of release was approximately $60. Alright, now we're getting into the big leagues. Now before I get in the review, let me go ahead and get my disclaimer out of the way. Just because there are pros and cons in this video doesn't necessarily mean they are my personal opinion. I do my best to make these videos as objective as possible, and as such, all comments should be taken as either community opinions or as objective facts about the set I can represent on camera. So please, unless I explicitly say so, do not assume that anything in these videos are my personal opinion. Okay? Excellent. Let's go ahead and get into the review. So here we have it, the Thornatus V9. Story-wise, the Thornatus V9 was a vehicle concept thought up by the Great Beans, and way long ago, some caches by the Great Beans were left behind, and Perditus here was like, hey, can I get into those? So he got into them, found the blueprints for this, and built it. And then it was mass-produced, but not in an offensive capacity. His was, as far as I'm aware, the only one that was produced in an offensive capacity, because he made it, and then he became a vehicle pilot, and he did a bunch of great things being a vehicle pilot of the Thornatus V9. So, let's go ahead and get into the recolors and new pieces. The recolors would be, well, actually, we do have a few. You see this piece right here? This large shield piece? That is new in tan. We additionally have these blade pieces, new in silver, along with Krika masks. Come on. Meh, I'll just take this whole thing off. Yeah, we actually have the Krika mask, the Krast, in silver now. So, you do have that, and I believe that's about it as far as the recolors are concerned. As far as new pieces, well, we do have the new helmet piece, and this time it is in red as opposed to the orange over on Samad. And unfortunately, I actually believe that is about it. Possibly the wheel, possibly not. I think the wheel was actually an Exoforce before Bionicle. So, alright. With all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the set. First, of course, we gotta get to the rider. And let me see here. Go ahead and just get this guy out. There you go. Yep. Still attached. There we go. Okay. So, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the vehicle back there. Also gonna go ahead and take this Thorn Axe. Put that in there as well. Good job, me. Okay, so, this is Perditus. And Perditus didn't show up in any story material at all. There's a quote of his, and the quote is from Matt Newey's Guide to Bar Magna, but he doesn't actually show up in anything. He's not in the story at all. The quote, it's just from that book. Otherwise, he is nothing. He has a backstory, he has a quote, he has a set, that's it. But this is Perditus. Now, obviously enough, his color scheme is somewhat consistent. It's dark red, gunmetal, and gray, in a little bit of black, and, well, he's a standard Anika build, really. Pretty much same proportions, same everything. Oh, as far as new pieces are concerned, we do have this piece. This is in black this time, and we see we have the 2 pinholes on the sides, as well as 1 axle hole. Now, he does something a little bit unique. He doesn't have any specialized armor, he just has those Anika knee armor pieces on his shoulders. Now, set-wise, the proportions, well, they're fairly standard as well. He's got really long arms, and people don't really seem to like that. Otherwise, he's just really a normal Anika build. Same usual points of articulation, 3 in the arms, 3 in the legs, and 1 in the head. So there's nothing all too terribly special to a lot of people about Perditus. In fact, most of the time they forget he exists. Because, in a lot of ways, he didn't. So that's Perditus. People don't really seem to mind him. He's just generic red pilot for XYZ vehicle. Speaking of XYZ vehicle, here we have it. Boom, Thornatus V9. Now this thing has a lot of functions. Build-wise, people love it. It's complex, it's a Technic-built vehicle. Obviously there are a lot of gaps, but there are a lot of gaps in vehicles. And people really like this look. It's rather kind of thrown together in kind of a way. It looks like it's going to fall apart, but it's actually really durable, and in the story, that's how it's portrayed. So a lot of people really like it, kind of thrown together, a lot of blades sticking out, try and make it look as offensive as possible. Now, functionality-wise, like I said, there is a lot. We do have 4 Midax Sky Blasters, although in the story, these are called Force Blasters. So, yay, they work, as per usual. I'm not actually going to try and test them. These things are powerful, and I don't want to lose any of the spheres. But anyway, you do have 4 of those, and they attach to the sides. You also have the Thornax launcher up on the top, and this moves. Not only can it go up and down, but it can turn side to side, and that works just like normal. Not for me. There we go. So it does work normally, and we do have that. Obviously enough, the canopy does come up, just swings up like so. A lot of people like that. We do have this kind of steering gear thing right here. These both come up. There's one on either side. Kind of go in, go out. So that has to do something with driving. We additionally have this kind of life counter right here. Now, this is for the game, the 2009 action figure game that I'll go over in the 2009 overview. That kind of just goes back and forth. It also does drive back and forth, and it does so very well on pretty much any surface because there's no friction on the wheels, as I can show. There you go. So, driving really good. But the main feature that it has, the main function, is when you pull right here. Boom! It goes into attack mode. And as we can see here, the sides do extend. It becomes a little bit longer, not by much. It definitely becomes wider, just like so. And people really love this function. It works fine. Pretty much all the same things work as per usual. It just looks a little bit different, and it looks really cool. A lot of people really like this. So let's go ahead and get in the build. A little nitpicky things that people don't like. Obviously, it's gappy. It doesn't look like it's very solid. And a lot of people would say, well, the story, it makes up for that because it says it's rickety and it doesn't look very well put together. And that's fine and all, but we're reviewing the set. So people do have that issue. We have a lot of open axles, as we can see up here, back here, a little bit in here as well, open pins all over the place. We even have an open socket right here. Don't know why, it is just there. So those are a lot of things that people don't really like about that. Of course, we also have the issue of the red axles and the blue pins, which are not native parts of the color scheme. I should note, by the way, that this has 2 life counters, so you get a total of 10 hit points. Again, this will come into play later in the 2009 overview. So there is that. Now, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about people, or more specifically Galatorian. More specifically Galatorian that go on the vehicle. You see, in the Legend Reborn, we saw that it has a capacity of about 1, 2, 3, 4, roughly 5 people. There's a driver, and then there was a car up here, Barracks, Gresh, Kina, and Matanui somewhere on this. So about 5 or 6 people. Now, you can fit that amount of people here. Obviously enough, you have space for the driver, and I'm going to go ahead and put him back in a second. You have space up here, and that's what these axles are for. You can put another person up here, and they can just kind of man this turret. Obviously, if you have it out in attack mode, you can have one person here and one person here, and depending on your preference, you can have one person here. So it is possible to fit all those characters on it. However, it does look rather crowded. Oh, additionally, these kind of move up and down. So there you go. Alright, let's go ahead and put him back. Really, really easy. This pretty much goes for almost all the others. Also, we do have these in the back, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and use them. Let's see. I believe that goes... Does that go any lower? Not sure. So you can go ahead and fit those there. Just go ahead and take his feet, put them like so. Then take his hands and put them on these kind of driving things. These, I guess, shift sticks. There you go. And we'll go ahead, put it on the other side. Very carefully. There. Really easy, really simple. And again, and if you really wanted, you can put one foot there, kind of like it's a pedal, and just bring it down. So again, it's really, really easy. A lot of people really like it, and like how it looks. It's an unusual color scheme, because tan is not very common, and this set just has a whole lot of it. It's a whole lot of Technic and tan, and so people really do like that. And again, this function, quite enjoyable. So it has a lot of good recolors, it has a lot of good pieces. The color is uncommon. Perditus is nothing to write home about. People don't really care for him. They don't hate him, but he's not exactly important. And of course, the driving feature and the main battle feature work very, very well. So this is a set a lot of people really like. There's argument and debate regarding whether or not this is better than the Jetrax or vice versa. And I'll let you guys discuss that in the comments below, because that's pretty much all of it. What do you guys think? Do you like the Thornatus? Do you like the Jetrax more? Feel free to let me know either in the comments below or on the TTV message boards at board.ttvpodcast or board.ttvchannel.com. Thank you all very much for watching, and join me next time when I go over, that's right, the Bionicle set with the most amount of pieces, the Scopio XV1. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all then.